Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Idioms Explained Podcast. This is episode 12, and I'm your host, Emily.
And I'm Alex. Always a pleasure to be here. So, Emily, after barking up trees in our last episode, what are we hitting today?
Good question, Alex. Today, we're going to hit the books. It's an idiom I'm sure many students are very familiar with.
Hit the books. Yes, that definitely rings a bell. It sounds like it has something to do with studying, right? Like really getting down to studying hard.
You've got it. Hit the books means to begin to study, typically with intensity and focus, especially in preparation for an exam or when you have a lot of learning to do. It's not about literally striking your books, of course.
That's a relief. I was imagining some very frustrated students. So it's more about the hitting part implying starting something with vigor or commitment.
Exactly. The hit in this idiom suggests starting an activity seriously or with determination. Think of phrases like hit the road, meaning to start a journey, or hit the sack, meaning to go to bed. So hit the books means to seriously start studying. For example, I have a huge exam next week, so I really need to hit the books this weekend.
That makes perfect sense. So it's not just casual reading, it implies dedicated study time. Could you use it if you're learning a new skill, not just for academic exams?
Absolutely. If you're trying to learn a new programming language for a job, you might say, I need to hit the books and master Python before the project starts. Or if someone is researching a complex topic, she's been hitting the books for weeks to prepare her presentation.
So it's quite versatile for any situation that requires focused learning or study. Is it an old idiom or more modern?
It seems to have become popular in the early to mid-20th century, particularly in American English, often associated with college student slang. The imagery of hitting something to start it with energy just caught on.
It's quite informal then, I imagine. You probably wouldn't use it in a very formal academic paper, but it's perfect for everyday conversation.
Precisely. It's very common in everyday spoken English, especially among students or anyone talking about a period of intense study. Sorry, I can't come out tonight. I have to hit the books.
A very common excuse or reason for many. So, the key takeaway is that hit the books means to study hard and with focus. Usually because there's a specific goal, like an exam, or a need to learn something thoroughly.
That's a perfect summary, Alex. It's all about that dedicated effort to learn.
Great. Well, hopefully our listeners feel that tuning in to Learn English by English is a fun way to learn, even if they also have to hit their other books sometimes.
We certainly aim to make it enjoyable. And that's our idiom for today. We hope hit the books is now a clear and useful phrase for all of you.
We're sure it is. Thanks for joining us for episode 12 of Idioms Explained Podcast. Remember to subscribe to Learn English by English and activate those notifications so you don't miss out on our next deep dive into English idioms.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Until next time, happy learning.